Good morning, kitchen sink family members. How are we? How are you? The habit that we are discussing, habit number 3 today, is what I have decided to term past memory prison. You are imprisoned into your past glorious memory. You are imprisoned into your past dark memory, whatever the situation may be for you, because it's different with different ones, kitchen sink family members. And the scripture that describes this, I'll read from Genesis chapter 19. I'm sure many of you will know it, and if you don't, it's the story of Lot and his wife. God came to rescue them, and they were successfully rescued out of a situation. And we find in verse 17, which says, "So it came to pass when they had brought them outside, that he said, Escape for your life. Do not look behind, nor stay anywhere in the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest you be destroyed." Verse 26 then says, "But his wife looked back behind him, and she became a pillar of salt." Now, Luke chapter 17, verse 32 to 33, and I'm reading from the New King James Version this morning, says, "Remember Lot's wife. Remember Lot's wife. Whoever seeks to save his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life will preserve it." This is a compelling story of, the fatal backward glance. You look back in life, you hold back to your past memory to your own detriment. And we are saying, come 2025, we are leaving that tendency behind us. We are not going to be looking back to our own detriment. We are not going to hold on to past glory. Remember, I said it could be past glory, kitchen sink family members. It could be past darkness, but it could also be past glory. That becomes a limitation. What is important is, that when we have lived life and we have been on this journey for so long, the successes of our past or the failures of our past must not limit us, must not deter us from moving forward. Because it did for this woman. This woman looked back because she was emotionally attached to the place where they had been rescued out from. She was attached. It was a comfort zone. She had a history in that place. She had her people in that place. She had, her friends, her relatives in that place. Her investments in that place, possibly a house, possibly pieces of land, and a lot of things that could have been in that place. And all these things that, resided in that place, in that location for her, created habits, by which she lived life. And so it wasn't easy for her to leave her comfort zone. And so that's why we find her in the scriptures we read, she looks back. But as soon as she looks back, scripture says she's crystallized. She becomes a pillar of salt. So it's very important for us, kitchen sink family members, to be aware that sometimes when we keep looking back, or we choose to look back, to our glorious past, we choose to look back to our dark past, and not for the benefit of learning a lesson so you can move forward, but you are so in love with that past. You are so I don't know what English word to use, almost like you are bound by your past. You will crystallize, you will become a pillar of salt, and there's not going to be any progress going forward. So whatever successes 2024 has given you, whatever failures 2024 has given you, whatever hurt 2024 has given you, what I'm saying is behavior patterns of looking back, living life looking backwards, we are leaving that in 2025. We are only carrying, in our kitty bag for 2025, we are only carrying the tools necessary for my success going forward, because that's what is important. And when you live with that realization, you will find that you will break stagnation. It could be spiritual stagnation. It could be, a progressive stagnation. You will break it, and you need to break it, because if you don't break it, you will live in the past. I have encountered people in my life that suffer from this syndrome. They suffer from this behavior pattern. Every time that they are talking to you, even their success stories, their testimonies, It's about what happened when they were young, when they were 25 years old, when they were teenagers, even for some people. Yes, it's nice to remember, but please move forward. In 2025, we are moving forward. So we cannot continue to reminisce about the good old days. I'm sure you've heard that. The good old days. That can be a limitation to progress. And regular references to the past, whether it's past success or past failure, you will begin to resist change. With this syndrome, you are holding onto the past so much. You resist change. You don't want to move forward. You're trying to convince us that, the yesteryears were even better. And to the point that you're saying there's nothing good for me to progress for. And I'm saying to us, 2025 ahead has so much for you to look forward to. And let's move forward together. We are not continuing to look back. We are not holding on to the good old days. We are looking for the good days in the future, because the future has a lot to offer. And we are refusing stunted growth. We are refusing repeated mistakes. We are refusing emotional paralysis. We are refusing anything that will deter growth and progress for us. And remember, I said, even whatever goals you come up with, whatever resolutions you come up with, we are moving forward. We are moving forward in 2025, and nothing is holding us back, not even our past, our glorious past. And so there's another scripture that really would tally with you moving forward. Isaiah chapter 43, verse 18 and 19. I'll summarize it. It says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I'm doing a new thing. 2025 is a new year. 2025 has new things that await, new conquests for you to achieve. And unless you allow yourself to flow with the year 2025, 2024 will hold you back. 2024 will hold you back. And Kitchen Sink family members, we have said these 7 habits: manufacturing excuses, analysis paralysis. Today it's, the past memory prison. All those things we are leaving behind, and we are moving forward, because 2025 has my victories, my successes, and I will go in victoriously, and I will rejoice in 2025. Again, as I close for today's vlog, remember Lot's wife and choose to look forward. See you tomorrow.